The sleeping flower. Pale blue petals weave and wave, fading inward in concentric circles, winding tighter with each turn, forming a fragile petal pearl. The sleeping flower blooms in thinning air, atop a dizzying ridge, far above the tree line, in a remote and barren land. Sempiternus somnus caeruleus, eternal sleeping blue, greets you with an aroma, delicate yet unwholesome, as you peer over treachery's ledge. Scent vaguely reminiscent, lavender-like, with subtle undertones of perspiration and decay. Entering the nostrils, it insinuates itself like grief in your memories, never again to be dislodged. This is the first caution. Few have sought this flower, fewer have found it, fewer still return. Perilous is the harvest of its tender petal pearl. It takes a rare and evil will to dare the journey, the climb, undeterred by hardships, burning to reap mad vengeance of a most peculiar kind. For only the fresh-cut pearl, its small size belying its potency, can be steeped into the tea, elixir of suffering, in outward serenity. Even in thin clifftop air, the harvester must reap quickly, lest a brief lull in wind lets gather an intoxicating dose. The blue aroma offers no allegiance. Drunk on the devil's perfume, one conjures in a single bloom vivid hallucinations, a garland of torments. Reverie is the second caution. Treacherous footing and a clouded mind make mischief for the vengeful. Many have fallen, overreaching, straining to grasp the fibrous stem. Like naive hearts, the stem breaks easily, oozing a viscous sap, clear yet staining. This is the third caution. Thus spoke the apothecary, ancient, emotionless, clumsily rummaging in dusty cabinets, pulling drawers left-handed to peer and seek. His quarry found, a tattered moleskin raised in his left, shutting drawers awkwardly with his missing right. Sharpen your knife before your expedition, it was said flatly. A sharp knife is an enemy and a friend. The customer's eyes were weary, fatigued with the burden of hate. Something suppressed was uncoiling. The old proprietor met the gaze without challenge. Bracing the moleskin with his stump, opened to the scribbled page, reaching swiftly below counter, his left returned, blade glinting. Too large for such surgery, yet deftly handled, stroking the journal's gutter, cleaving brittle parchment, the page below unscratched. Beneath severed leaf slid the broad blade, a spatula lifting gently, serving the slice beside the journal. A carved niche revealed in the pages below. What's this? Something ravenous echoed, a hunger restrained, deep in the chasm below the customer's voice. A recipe, an ingredient. Nestled in the journal's cavity, a stoppered file. The pearl. The customer reeled, lost for a moment, spinning in an inward darkness edged in pale blue, gathering composure into urgency. Price? Tendons flexed in old fingers, lifting the scribbled leaf. The recipe is free, delivering the page to a greedy clutch. And what price the pearl? Only what I require. Anger flashed hot in the customer's eyes, but found only truth. No games returned in the apothecary's stare. What you require? The old man's right arm rose in a slow arc from behind the counter, resting with a tap beside the knife. What I require. Anger collapsed into panic, seeing the stump, naked scars, and stains, brownish red and pale blue. You are not cautious. The flat tone betrayed no sympathy. You have resolve. The customer heard no question. He began, picking up the knife, awkward in his left, the task not swift, despite the fine edge. But the customer, indeed, had resolve. On the counter, in a platter of red, a right hand unclutched, no trace of blue. Do you have what you require? An accusing countenance above a freshly bandaged arm. I have your attention. That is all I required. Snatching the customer's remaining hand, unguessed strength closed the hand around the file, transferring the purchase. In return for your attention, I spare you the climb. Vengeance is a journey, masquerading as a destination. I have sliced mountains from your reckless path, but I cannot take your path. This is the final caution.